Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over some knee-jerk reactions for Double Gameweek 29. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Leave a comment, how did you get on in blank Game Week 28? Subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, before we get into the knee-jerk reactions for Double Game Week 29, just going to quickly go over how I did in Game Week 28, and it was actually a really good game week to me just because of captaincy choice alone. Before the Arsenal game, I was in a terrible spot. The only two returns I had were Kane and Watkins, but Kane actually hurt my rank because, of course, I didn't captain him and everyone else did. So that was a really bad situation, but then my boy Saka getting 2 goals, an assist, and the max bonus, getting a massive 36 points, completely changed my game week around. Finished on 61 points, a game week rank of 620,000. I did decide to transfer in Watkins for Haaland, and I also went for Chilwell over Estepinian. I know that Brighton have some really nice fixtures in the double, but it's not guaranteed that he's going to play both of those. And as well as that, I wanted Chilwell in my team. I could have gone Henry instead, but there's no reason that Henry can't keep a clean sheet. I know it's very unlikely, but again, you never know. And also, I think I heard some bad comments from the manager about Estepinian as well when he came off at half-time in the FA Cup. So who knows what's going off there. But yeah, I just didn't really want to risk it that much. I can always bring him back in the future as well if I need to. Yeah, as you can see, Kepa got me 1, Chilwell got me 1, Botman and Trippier getting me 2 each. I knew that Forest were going to score in that game. It was obviously a Botman mistake, but I knew he was going to score. But yeah, I don't know. As a Forest fan, I felt a little bit unlucky to concede that penalty in the last minute, but at the same time, they did get that goal chalked off of VAR, and I think even as a Forest fan, I can say that definitely shouldn't have been chalked off. So we shouldn't have won the game anyway. We didn't really deserve to. We didn't play that great. Henry got me 2. Zinchenko 2 points was the most annoying thing out of the week though, because literally he was about to come off. Tierney was ready to come on, and then they got one corner and they bloody scored from it, and then Zinchenko came off after that. It was so annoying because Zinchenko would have got me another 4 points, so he would have finished on 6. And potentially could have even got bonus as well. Who knows? Probably not. But I don't know. Those 4 points would have really helped. Those extra 4. But it is what it is. Odegaard getting me nothing as well. I feel like whenever I play him, he doesn't score. And when I bench him, he scores. It just seems to be what the case is with Odegaard. Tony getting 2, Kane getting 6, very happy he didn't get any bonus, and then Watkins getting 5 as well, and of course Raya getting 2, and then March, Matoma and Rashford not playing. So that's how my blank game week 28 went. Really happy with it. 61 points. Again, could have been more if Zinchenko got subbed off before the corner, but I can't really complain too much. I didn't watch the Chelsea game. Apparently Chilwell was very forward though and had like the highest XG or something, was really unlucky not to return. But either way, all in all, not a bad blank game week regardless. So let's move on to the knee-jerk reactions though for Double Game Week 29, and as you can see, a lot of the players being brought in are players that have double game weeks, and a lot of the players being taken out are players that have single game weeks. So the most transferred in game week players this week, Matoma, #1 spot, over 100,000 people have brought him in. Again, with the international break, it's never really the best idea to make transfers before players have even played in the international break, because injuries can happen, you know, literally anything. So at the same time, I know that you'll want to kind of dodge price rises and price falls and stuff, but especially if you only got 1 free transfer as well. If you've got 2, you're in a bit more of a luxurious position, but if you've only got 1 free transfer, it isn't really worth making it this early on into the international break. Anything can happen, any injuries or anything like that, you just don't know. So even though I know that people kind of want to sort their teams out ready for Double Game Week 29, they see the Double Game Week and I think people's eyes just light up. But you got to play it safe, you got to play it smart, and if you're not going to get priced out of anything, then you just wait. Obviously there's going to be 0.1s going to be flying all over the place, but honestly I think it's the best idea just to hold off unless you're going to be priced out of something. But yeah, Matoma being brought in by over 100,000 people, completely understand why. Brighton have got a really nice double in Double Game Week 29. They play Brentford at home and then Bournemouth away. So yeah, really nice double there for Brighton. So completely understand why people are bringing in Brighton players. Isak, another player that people are bringing in. I mean, the double's okay. They've got United at home and then West Ham away, so it's not too bad. But at the same time, Wilson's obviously also going to be competing for that spot as well. So yeah, when Wilson's not on the pitch, it looks like Isak's on penalties, and then vice versa. When Isak's not on the pitch, Wilson's on penalties. So we'll have to see what kind of who gets more minutes there and stuff. But yeah, obviously Wilson, I don't think he got called up for the international break. So yeah, he's obviously going to be very well rested and stuff. But completely understand why Isak's being brought in by a lot of players. Obviously just got a massive haul against Forest. So yeah, completely understandable. Rashford, another player being brought in by over 80,000 players. Yeah, I mean the United double also is decent. Like they've got Newcastle away and then Brentford at home. So yeah, this is why like I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to be bringing in Luke Shaw, because Newcastle away and Brentford at home, I feel like they concede in both of those games. So I don't know. I'm still umming and ahhing whether to bring in Shaw for Zinchenko, but yeah, I think the United double is okay, but I'm not sure if there's a clean sheet in any of those games. But yeah, Rashford potentially could be captaincy worthy this week. I mean, he's just obviously in the form of his life. So yeah, completely understand why people are bringing him back in. I think people literally got rid of him for this and then are bringing him back in, so they're just kind of wasting transfers. But yeah, he's been brought in by over 80,000 players. March, another player that's been brought in by over 78,000 teams. Again, really good option for Brighton. I'm surprised McAllister isn't on the top 5 most brought in as well, because his numbers are actually better than March's. Maybe it's because March is cheaper or something, but obviously McAllister is on penalties. If he's still playing in that number 10 role, he's going to be getting a lot more. Well, he's just going to be getting as advanced as he has been. So, yeah, March, another player. And then, yeah, Shaw as well, another player that's been brought in by a lot of teams. Again, with Casemiro not in as well, I think it really hurts the clean sheet potential for United. So, with me, it's if I'm getting rid of Luke Shaw, it will be for Zinchenko. Zinchenko has Leeds at home, and Shaw has Newcastle away and Brentford at home. So, it's one of those. Do I think that Shaw keeps a clean sheet in any of those games? Potentially Brentford. But then I've got Tony playing against United anyway, as long as he doesn't get a yellow card in the first game. So, yeah, it's one of those. Like, I'm not sure whether to just take Zinchenko out. And also, it'll be Zinchenko out for a hit. And that's the problem. So, Luke Shaw basically has to... Like, if Zinchenko... If I get rid of Zinchenko and he gets a clean sheet, that's 6 points. And then if I, take the hit for Luke Shaw, that'll be like 10 points that Luke Shaw will have to make back for me to make like a profit. And I don't think he gets 10 points in Newcastle and Brentford. You know, maybe one clean sheet against Brentford, but that still wouldn't be the enough points for me to make positive. Now, I know that obviously it will be nice to have Luke Shaw for Everton at home and Forest away, which again is another kind of factor that I have to think about, especially because United are probably going to double. Well, they will double again at some point in the future, so that's also something I have to take in consideration. But I think for this week, it might not be worth it, and maybe I just take a hit next week when I'm bringing Haaland back in and when he's got Everton at home. So that's something else that I'm thinking about. But yeah, the Luke Shaw, I'm a little bit on the edge about that. I'm not sure, because I'll have to take a hit because I'm bringing in either Maddison or Bruno Fernandes for Ødegaard. So that's where it's all kind of going wrong. But anyway, they are the most transferred in players for Double Gameweek 29. Let's move over to the most transferred out players of Double Gameweek 29. And yeah, Almiron, really, really unfortunate. Suffered an injury in training. He's out till like the 30th of April. I think over like 500,000 managers brought him in. So if you did bring him in, my heart goes out to you. Very, very unlucky there. So yeah, completely understand why people are getting rid of him. He's going to be out for weeks. So yeah, you just don't want him in your team right now. Other options that you obviously can bring in are Matoma, March, McAllister, stuff around Almiron's price. Saliba, another player that's obviously been ruled out, muscle injury. Whether he's back after the international break or not, I'm not too sure. I feel like most people are going to be getting rid of their Arsenal defenders this week regardless, so it might just be a good idea to get rid of him anyway. But again, probably just wait for news and stuff before you do anything. But yeah, Saliba obviously, not a double game week, but does have Leeds at home, so again, a really nice fixture. Ødegaard, another player that a lot of people are getting rid of. Again, for your Maddisons, for your Bruno Fernandez's, he's going to be my transfer this week. It'll be sad to see Ødegaard go, because honestly, he's one of my favourite players at the moment. But yeah, with no doubles on the horizon, I think that it will just make more sense to bring in a Bruno Fernandes or a Maddison. Maddison has a really nice double, and his numbers have been so good. He's actually been underperforming with his returns, like from what his stats are. Like, he should definitely be like hauled at some point. He obviously got an assist, but he did pick up a yellow card. So yeah, I think either Maddison or Bruno Fernandes will be for Ødegaard this week. Next up, we've got Kane as well. I'm not sure about this move. I don't think getting rid of Kane is the best option. He's got okay fixtures over the next 3. He's got Everton away, Brighton at home's a tough one, but then Bournemouth at home. I mean, Spurs are just in a bit of a situation anyway. I mean, I think we all saw Conte's press conference. I don't know if he's going to be there after the international break or not. Who knows? He may have even been sacked by the time this video goes out. But yeah, there's clearly problems at Spurs, and whether that's going to affect Kane or I don't know, because they've had an okay season. They're obviously fighting for top 4 and stuff. But Kane's still been, like, smashing it. Like, he obviously scored again in the Southampton game. But, yeah, it'll be an interesting one to see what happens with Spurs. And then last but not least, Saka. I mean, a lot of people are going to be getting rid of Saka for Bruno Fernandes, Maddison, stuff like that. I don't have the heart to get rid of him. I know that he only has he got no doubles, and he obviously got Liverpool away next week after the Leeds in double game week. In game week 30, jeez, cannot speak this morning. Yeah, I don't know. He's on penalties. I think he's just a set and forget for me. Like, I don't think I can get rid of him at this point. He's just one of the best options, I think, in midfield at the moment. I think if he had a double, no one would be getting rid of him, obviously. But either way, that is the knee-jerk reactions for double game week 29. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment. How did you get on in blank game week 28? Subscribe if you're brand new. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.